Welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, we are going to walk you through the process of setting up an email account, specifically how to create a Gmail account. So whether you are starting fresh or switching to a new provider, this guide will show you everything you need to know about creating a Gmail account. So let's say you are new to compute using a laptop or a desktop computer, and you want to start learning how to create email, Gmail, even Hotmail or Yahoo account. So let's focus this on Gmail account because this goes with Google, and Google is the most used browser on the internet. So if I open my Microsoft Edge, or we can actually go with Google Chrome. So let me just open Microsoft Edge and then go to the website of Google. So if I go to the website of Google, here you can see we have our google.com. At this moment, I'm not signing to Google. So here you can see we have some options. For example, I have that Gmail, YouTube, but because I'm not signing to my Google account, automatically anytime I try to visit a YouTube channel and try to like that video, it's going to ask me to create an account, or even my Gmail is going to ask me to create a Gmail account. So let's say we have a Gmail here, for example. You can see it's asking me to log on. So, bro, let's say you don't have an account and you want to create a new Gmail account. So what you need to do is click create account. You can see it says for my personal use, for my child, from work, or my business. So the difference is this: when I create for personal use, I'm going to enter my date of birth information and all the required information I need. For my child, it's going to give you the opportunity to actually secure that email address so that your child and also your YouTube channel becomes a child YouTube channel, because then your child would not be seeing some specific content. And definitely for your work or business, it's going to actually try to create a kind of a work business email account for you. So I'm going to go for personal. Here for personal, you can see it says enter your first name. So I can just enter my first name, which is Kelvin, and my last name, which is Johnson. So click next. Here it's going to say enter your date of birth. So enter your date of birth and then click next. So after you entered your your date of birth and your gender, now you need to actually select an user's email address. But mind you, that email address have to be unique. You can't enter an email address that has been used in the past. So let's say I enter Kelvin 0 then 0032. So when I try to click next, it's going to actually try to see if that email has been used. You can see that email has not been used in the past. Then I can now configure a password. So let's just enter a password. I'm going to confirm that password, and you can always click show password to actually check if the password are correct. Then let's click next. By clicking next, it's going to ask you to get a verification code to send your phone. So let's try and click next and let's see what happens. You can see that I was not able to click next to that. So I'm going to let me just cancel that. So you need to enter a mobile phone. Because I'm from Belgium, you can see that the flag of Belgium is already selected. We can actually select, and also the code. So I only need to enter the phone number. So enter your phone number and then click next. So you can see then I just entered my phone number and the recovery code was sent to me, which I entered. And here you can see it says enter a recovery email address, which I can actually skip for now. And then here we can also skip for that, add on that phone number. And then that's my email address, and I can just click next. And again, it says choose your settings. It says let me just click next and let's see what happens. Definitely you need to actually choose a settings. So I'm going to say make a single choice that applies to all settings, and then click next. And then I'm just going to scroll down and accept all. I have no other choice as well, and I'm going to confirm. I think I'm going to also agree with that. Here we go. You can see that it said the Google Workspace is being created. So let's wait for that. And here we go. You can see it says turn on. Let me just say turn off smart features, and let me click next. Here we go. You can see that an email address have just been created for me, and now we have different options. You can also have, for example, we also have labels, and here you can see we can customize your inbox, change our profile images, import contact and emails. I'll click on switch get Gmail for mobile. I can just cancel that for now. And you can see our mailbox is empty. We only have one email which was sent to us because we created this account. So honestly, you can see that we have the option to actually compose an email and compose an email. So here we can say, for example, I want to send email to info@kevglobal.com. I can just put a message and says information, and here we can just say hello, thanks, mail, Kelvin. So here you can actually compose your mail. And mind you, when you compose your mail, you can see we have different options here. For example, you can see we have formatting options. You can click on that to, for example, I can decide to actually make this bold and, for example, italic. And also you can see we can also add attachment. We can insert links. We can insert emojis. You can click on that and insert different kind of emojis. And also we also have some insert files using the drive, your Google Drive. You can insert pictures, and you can also toggle confidential mode and insert signatures. So we also have the three dots here to also insert label, plain text mode, and we can also print. So here we also have different options, and we can schedule send. For example, schedule send means that I can actually say I want to send this email in 2 days time and not today. So when I click schedule, you can see it's going to tell me that, okay, when I want to send this email, I can pick a specific date, or we can say pick a date. We can decide to schedule it for next week, and we have all this option, or we can send it now. So the email will be sent, and if I go to my sent, here you're going to see the mail I just sent. And also we can also compose a mail. For example, I can say I want to send an email to info@kevglobal.com, for example, and just put test. And then I'm going to actually, when you click save, I just click save and then cancel. Here, let's go to draft. You can see that my mail is actually at draft. So I can actually double click on that mail and continue from where I stop. So here, for example, let's try to go to YouTube now. So if I go to YouTube, it's going to open it in a new browser. And let's try to see what happens if I go to YouTube. So I'm going to say accept all. So right now, because I already created a YouTube account, a Gmail account, so automatically I now have access to YouTube as well. You can see that it's now using my account to actually log in to YouTube. So if I go to Google, let me just go to Google again. And here we now have access. You can see we now have under our Google account, you now have is now using my account. And again, I can also go to every other options, for example, calendar, search, drive. So all these will now be using my Google account. So that is how simple it is to actually create a Gmail account. I'll be showing you in a different video how to create an Hotmail account, and also how to even use the Office 365 to actually compose and send emails. We're going to be seeing that in a different video.